Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're diving into a topic that's honestly blowing my mind a little bit. AI and wedding planning.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty big deal, especially
Specifically,
online.
how Gen Z is using AI to plan their whole weddings.
Right.
And for this deep dive, our main source is this article from Darianna Bridal and Tuxedo.
Okay.
It's written by their general manager,
Gotcha.
who's actually planning her own wedding right now.
Cool.
And get this, she's using AI for everything.
Everything.
Yeah, like making song lists, even naming signature cocktails for the reception.
Wow, that's wild.
And pretty crazy, right?
It is. I think what's really interesting is that for Gen Z, AI isn't just like a fun gimmick for weddings, you know?
Yeah.
They're using it to tackle the really hard parts of planning,
Oh, totally.
like narrowing down all the choices you got to make, figuring out all the logistics, and just making everything super personalized.
And it makes sense because they've grown up with tech.
Right.
It's totally natural for them to use AI for this too.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about efficiency for them and making the whole process way less stressful.
Okay, so we've got the efficiency angle.
Yeah.
What about creativity?
Oh, that's where it gets really cool.
Okay.
Like using ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas
Oh,
for like everything from picking the right venue to figuring out the theme, even what everyone's going to wear.
that's insane.
It's
Imagine.
like having a virtual assistant
Yeah.
who's also like a wedding expert.
Oh, totally.
And they've got all this knowledge about the latest trends and all this inspiration.
I was reading how the author used ChatGPT to come up with New Year's Eve themed cocktails for her wedding
Oh, fun.
because her wedding is on New Year's Eve.
Smart.
So it's like having a brainstorming buddy
Yeah.
who can just instantly spit out ideas based on what you need.
Right. And that takes so much pressure off of couples who are
Oh,
just
yeah.
like overwhelmed by all the choices.
Okay, so AI can handle the creative side, but what about the practical stuff?
Uh-huh.
Like the budget?
Right. Well, AI can totally help with that too.
Yeah.
Imagine like an app that looks at your spending habits
Oh, wow.
and then tells you how to split your budget
Okay.
based on what's important to you.
Smart.
It could even give you like real-time updates
Oh, cool.
so you don't overspend.
So it's not just about tracking your spending.
No.
It's about actually helping you manage your money.
Exactly. It's like having a personal financial advisor.
Makes sense, especially for couples who maybe haven't done a ton of budgeting before.
Yeah. And the best part is these AI tools can be customized.
Oh, nice.
To fit like whatever your style is.
Right.
Like some couples want to save as much as possible. Others want to splurge on certain things.
Right.
The AI can help them find that balance.
Okay, so we've talked about the vision,
Mm-hmm.
the budget. What about the timeline?
Oh, yeah, the timeline.
That's going to be super stressful.
It can be, but AI is changing that too.
Anyhow.
Forget those like generic timelines.
Yeah.
AI can make you a personalized schedule based on your wedding date, how fast you want to plan things, even like when vendors are available.
So it's not just a list of to-dos?
Nope, it's like a timeline that changes as you go.
Hold on. So if a vendor suddenly can't make it,
Uh-huh.
or I have to change like my cake tasting,
Yeah.
the AI adjusts everything else.
Exactly. It's like peace of mind knowing your timeline is always up to date.
That's awesome. No more stressing about deadlines.
Right.
Okay, but what about like keeping your guests in the loop?
Oh, you mean communication?
Yeah.
Well, AI is taking wedding websites to a whole new level.
How so?
Imagine websites that are totally unique to your wedding,
Okay.
with personalized messages for your guests, travel info RSVP tools that like connect to your whole plan.
So it's like having a mini wedding planner built into your website.
Pretty much, it helps guests find info, stay connected, and feel like they're part of everything.
But can AI really handle the more personal stuff?
Like what?
I'm thinking like thank you notes.
I see what you mean.
Those always feel so personal and handwritten.
Right. Well, with thank you notes, AI isn't meant to totally replace that personal touch.
Yep.
It's more like a helper.
Gotcha.
It can create personalized drafts based on the gift and who gave it.
Okay.
Then the couple can edit them and make sure they sound genuine.
So it's like taking care of the boring parts.
Yeah, like remembering who gave what
Right.
and making sure you're using the right tone.
But the couples still get to add their own personal touch.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance between being efficient and being personal.
So couples can focus on connecting with their guests
Right.
without getting bogged down in writing tons of thank yous.
That's the key to using AI for weddings.
Okay.
It's not about replacing humans or creativity. It's about making things better and easier.
All right, so AI is handling inspiration budgets, Timelines, communication.
Uh-huh.
What else is there?
Well, there's the checklist.
Right.
But again, AI doesn't just give you a basic list.
Okay.
It makes a dynamic checklist that changes as you plan.
Oh, cool.
And it's tailored to your wedding size, style, and budget.
Wow. So no matter how unique your wedding is,
Yeah,
you won't miss anything important.
exactly. It's like having a personal assistant
Yeah.
who's always thinking ahead and making sure nothing falls through the cracks.
That must be such a relief.
Definitely, especially for couples who are busy and feeling overwhelmed.
Totally. This is amazing.
Right.
AI is taking the stress out of wedding planning
It is.
and letting couples focus on the fun parts.
And the meaningful parts.
Right. What about honeymoon planning?
Oh, yeah. AI can help with that too.
No way.
Imagine a tool that finds destinations based on like your budget, your travel style.
Oh,
It can even suggest itineraries, book flights and hotels, and tell you about any cool events or deals happening where you're going.
so I could say I want a relaxing honeymoon,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere tropical with amazing snorkeling and great food,
Exactly.
and it would just make me the perfect itinerary.
Yep, and it would fit your budget and everything.
That's incredible. It's like having a personal travel agent.
Who knows exactly what you want?
Okay, so AI can handle pretty much everything from the wedding itself to the honeymoon.
It can.
What about things like writing vows and speeches?
That's a good question.
Those are so personal.
Yeah.
Can AI really help with that?
Well, AI isn't meant to write the whole speech for you.
Okay,
It's more like a creative assistant
gotcha.
to get your ideas flowing and help you structure your thoughts.
So it gives you a starting point.
Right. But your own stories, feelings, and experiences should always be the heart of your vows and speeches.
That makes sense.
And there are actually websites specifically for AI wedding planning.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like yeschat.ai and nupt.ai.
What do those do?
They offer all sorts of services, from creating mood boards to managing RSVPs and even suggesting vendors.
Wow, so they're like one-stop shops for AI wedding planning.
Pretty much. It's a great way to explore different options, get organized, and even find vendors who specialize in the style you want.
That's awesome.
As these tools get even better, I think we'll see even more personalized and innovative uses of AI in weddings.
So we've covered a lot today, from brainstorming and budgeting to timelines and even honeymoons.
It's a lot.
It's clear that AI is changing how we plan weddings. But there's also some things to think about
Yeah, for sure.
as this technology keeps evolving.
Right, like what?
Well, next part of our deep dive, we'll look at some of those nuances,
Okay.
like how AI might affect the wedding industry economically, and how to balance using technology with keeping weddings personal.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive into AI wedding planning.
See you there. Welcome back to our deep dive, everyone. We're talking about how AI is changing the way we plan weddings, and it's pretty wild to see all the possibilities.
Yeah, for sure, but I've been thinking about the potential downsides too, like what happens to traditional wedding planners.
Right. That's a big question I think a lot of people in different industries are asking right now.
Yeah, like will AI put them out of a job?
It's possible that some of the tasks planners do could be automated,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but I see AI more as like a helper for planners.
Okay, so instead of replacing them,
Yeah.
AI would just make their jobs easier.
Exactly. It could free up their time so they can focus on the more creative and strategic parts of planning,
That makes sense.
like coming up with unique designs, giving expert advice, and just being there to support the couple.
So planners wouldn't be spending so much time on spreadsheets and emails
Right. They could focus on actually collaborating with their clients.
and understanding their vision.
Yeah, and making sure their dreams become a reality.
It sounds like AI could actually make wedding planning a more rewarding job.
I think so. It allows planners to showcase their skills and build even stronger relationships with their clients.
And this could apply to other vendors too, right?
Absolutely. Photographers,
Yeah.
florists, caterers.
Yeah.
They can all use AI to streamline their work.
So it's not about humans versus AI.
No.
It's about humans and AI working together.
Exactly. It's about using the strengths of both to create something even better.
Okay, so we've talked about the industry side of things, but what about the couples themselves?
Right. How will AI change their experience of planning a wedding?
I think it can be both empowering and overwhelming.
How so?
Well, on one hand, AI gives couples so much more control and choice.
Right.
Like imagine being able to see what your wedding would look like at different venues.
Or trying on virtual wedding dresses?
Yeah, exactly. It's like having a whole new set of tools.
But I can also see how it could get to be a bit much.
Totally, especially if you're already stressed about planning.
Exactly.
Like if you're constantly getting bombarded with suggestions and checklists from the AI,
Uh-huh. It might start to feel like you're not planning your own wedding anymore.
Yeah, like the AI is making all the decisions.
It's important for couples to remember that they're still in control.
I agree. And they need to be thoughtful about how they use these tools,
Right. And that's where having a good support system comes in.
like a wedding planner or friends and family.
Exactly. They can help couples navigate the world of AI and make sure they're not getting lost in the technology.
So it's not just about the AI itself.
Yeah,
It's about having people to help you use it in a way that feels right for you.
exactly. It's about maintaining that human connection.
And I think that human connection will be even more important as AI keeps evolving.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, weddings are about celebrating love and relationships.
And that's something technology can't replace.
Well said. So the key takeaway here is that AI can be an amazing tool for wedding planning,
Right.
but we have to use it thoughtfully and responsibly.
And always remember the human element.
Exactly. Well, we'll be back in a few with some final thoughts about the future of AI in weddings.
Welcome back to the show. It's really got me thinking about where all this AI stuff is headed. Like, what will weddings look like in the future?
Ooh, that's a fun one to think about. I think we're going to see even more personalized and immersive wedding experiences.
Okay, yeah, like what?
Well, imagine virtual reality venue tours
Whoa.
where couples can basically walk through different venues from their couch.
That's so cool. They could see exactly how their wedding would look.
Right. And I bet we'll see AI tools that can create 3D models of the decor.
That would be awesome.
So couples can try out different layouts, color schemes, floral arrangements, all virtually.
And think about destination weddings. AI could make planning those so much easier.
Oh, totally. It could create personalized travel itineraries that factor in everything.
Everything.
Yeah, flights, hotels, the weather, even like local events happening at the destination.
Wow. So it would be like having a superpowered travel agent.
Exactly. It's about making the whole experience as seamless as possible.
Okay, so AI is taking care of all the planning. What about the actual wedding day?
That's interesting. Could we see AI-powered robots like serving drinks or officiating the ceremony?
I mean, I don't know about officiating, but I could definitely see robots having more supportive roles.
Yeah, like maybe a robot assistant could help guests find their way around a big venue.
Or share fun facts about the couple.
Right, or even capture candid moments throughout the day.
That would be cool. It would free up the human photographers and videographers to focus on the more artistic shots.
Exactly. It's all about using AI to enhance the experience for everyone.
But with all this amazing tech, we can't forget about the human side of weddings, right?
You're absolutely right. AI can do a lot, but it can't replace the love and connection that weddings are all about.
It's important to strike a balance.
I agree. AI should enhance the human element, not overshadow it.
So the future of weddings is really about finding that sweet spot between innovation and tradition.
Exactly. We can embrace new possibilities while still honoring the things that make weddings so special.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI wedding planning.
It's been a fascinating journey.
We've explored how AI can streamline the process, make it more creative, and even personalize the entire experience.
And we've talked about the potential downsides, too.
Right, like the economic impact on the industry and the importance of keeping weddings human-centered.
It's clear that AI is going to play a huge role in shaping the future of weddings.
And it's up to all of us to use it wisely and make sure it serves to enhance the joy and meaning of this special occasion.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And be sure to share your thoughts with us. Do you think AI is a good thing for weddings? Or are you a little hesitant? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy planning.